So we get our major characters, right? And then, like I said to you guys, as I once had said, and I will say often again, is why are we here if there's not monsters? Because there's all kinds of monsters in this, right? Like you get a lot of stories, and some of the stuff, like they kind of redo this stuff in Percy Jackson, right? Like, yeah, they do in that. I can't remember which Percy Jackson. I don't know, it was the first one. I don't know, man. I ain't really up on my Percy Jackson. Although I did see him in the one or whatever. I think I saw both of them, and I think I did reasonably enjoy it. So I'm not coming down on Percy Jackson, but they were made for a different demographic that ain't me. All right, so we can be comfortable saying that. But you get the story of the lotus flowers, like the lotus, which is a symbol of addiction. This is one of the things that his boys go. This is why they don't get home, because part of they were all getting high, right? So the people eat the flowers and they forget home. That was it. Comes from this story, and this is about this is about mythology when it becomes temptation, right? That temptation kind of take over from the point you care about stuff. This is addiction. This is escapism. This is distraction. Like they've been on war. It's tough. They've been at the sea forever, man. Just get on this island, eat some of these lotus flowers, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I ain't even worrying about it, man. Man, we haven't been able to get home. It's been like 4 years already, man. You know what? I don't even care, man. That's what was going on. They were all just like, I don't even care, man. I'm just gonna kick it here and just eat some more of these lotuses, and you know what? Whatever. Like, all of them. And this is about that, like that temptation to stop caring. This is what they represented, okay? And then you get the story of the Cyclops, the one-eyed giant, where he escapes by blinding him. This would be the institution of your problem with Poseidon. This is where it really start getting bad for you here. And again, this is like these are stories of isolation. Like it's weird, like it's barbarism. How all through the Cyclops. So we get to see him. This is his first time we get to see him flex his right. I mean, since the Trojan, obviously the Trojan horse. This was him, right? This is Odysseus, right? He's a Trojan horse. So we don't really see him like mentally juke somebody until Polyphemus, the Cyclops, right? This is where he really like kind of embarrasses him, and then for some reason he didn't shut up about it, right? So there's that part. And then you get Aeolus, right? Who we see in Percy Jackson as well. They manifested. The Keeper of the Winds, who gives Odysseus this bag containing, all the storm wind, right? So this is supposed to get you home, right? It's all of a sudden like you have the control of the wind in your back pocket. You should be able to open that bitch and drive all the way back to Ithaca. But no, not you. Not you. For some reason, not you. Not you. You just refuse to do the easy thing, right? So, of course, his crew opens it up, and it takes them even further away from Ithaca, right? This is using these storm winds in a bag. Takes them even further away from home, right? This is how it takes you 10 years. You was over here getting high for a little while. Then you got into a fight with some Cyclops. Then, oh, man, we had this bag of air, man. And Quincy opened it up, shot us the wrong way. This is all stuff you're going to have to tell your girl when you get back home in 10 years, right? Then Quincy, man, he opened a bag of air. He opened a bag of air. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. Aeolus came down here. So a god came and gave you guys a bag of air, and you just opened it up. That's what happened. Wasn't me. So then there's that. Then you meet like the cannibals. Like, remember the cannibals? And they were like, they were grubbing on these foods, right? So, of course, this is in there because the Greeks are obviously representing civilization. Like, that's Athena's thing. This is a big part of who Athena is the spreading of civilization. So this story about the cannibal giants fits right in there, right? Because they nearly destroy Odysseus' fleet. That's why nobody gets home. This is the worst job ever. We couldn't even enjoy the booty that we stole from Troy. Like, what? I mean, damn. I went there to steal some gold. We got it. I want to go back home and be rich. And we can't even get us back home, man. I would have taken that gold and got a ride home with somebody else. I would have got a ride on one of the other ships. Like, yeah, I don't want to go with you guys. I just want to go straight back to Athens. I got money now. So whatever was going on in my old life in Ithaca, it doesn't even matter now. I live here now with the gold and Athens, right? So that's what I would do. But that's what this story is about right here. These giants, and they're eating everybody. And this is about civilization itself having to fight to hold back these things, like particularly cannibalism. We got to push back on this, guys. Like, look, guys, I'm serious. We're seriously pushing back on cannibalism. We're not doing this anymore, okay? This is not who we are, okay? We're better than this, presumably. And then, of course, there's the story of Circe, where like a lot of us would have got caught up. You know, she is again, you know, that beautiful woman, the enchantress who turns all the guys into pigs. Why did she turn them all into pigs? Because they were going crazy, they were grubbing. But like, come on, man, we've been at sea all this time. We haven't got any good food, and we're just it's not even being a pig. It's called partaking, right? I'm partaking in this feast for which you put down in front of us, and I don't understand why we shouldn't. But Circe in her infinite wisdom is like, oh, I'm so offended. I'm so offended by you guys, you starving men. You guys are starving to death, right? And now you're eating, and I'm sorry, it wasn't the neatest, cleanest. So this is what it is. It's about temptation and pleasure and transformation. But interestingly, a lot, like she doesn't hold the role of being a villain in this. She ends up offering some aid to him as well. And then of course you get some underworld, like, you know, so at every turn there's a threat that mirrors the human condition, right? Because this is a story all about the underworld and how you can quickly get taken to the underworld. So the story gives us, you know, like I said, man, you get a lot of monsters. You're getting a lot of monster for the buck, right? You're getting a whole lot of monster for the buck, but there's more. This is like those knife commercials. You get a knife, and I'm like, but there's more than that. There's even more. If they're doing this the right way, don't get mad at me if they make a movie that doesn't have all the stuff that I'm saying they should have in it. That's not my fault. I don't work down there, or at least I got